Hi and welcome to this everyday yoga practice. We'll be working on flexibility, a little bit of strength and a lot of tension release. Let's go ahead and get started, taking the hands down to the mat, either side of your hips. And we'll start with some gentle neck stretches, taking your left ear to your left shoulder. If you want, you can close your eyes. And we'll take a few breaths here in and out through the nose. You can bring your hand to the head and gently start to walk the right hand away, deepening that stretch. Let's come back to center, taking it to the opposite side, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder, breathing in and out through the nose. Taking the hand to the head and gently walking the left hand away, deepening the stretch. And release, coming back to center. Taking the hands to the knees, we'll do some seated cat-cows. As you inhale, pressing the chest forwards, you can lift your chin slightly. Breathing out, round your spine. Draw your chin to your chest. Moving with the breath, inhale. And exhale to round. Inhale, pressing your chest forwards. Exhaling, chin comes to your chest. We'll do a few more, moving with the breath. Last one. And coming back to center, let's take a side stretch. Right hand comes down, left arm extends, maybe coming down to the elbow if that feels good for you, or staying just on the hand. Inhale for center, exhale, taking it the other way. Coming back to center, let's come into a tabletop position. With your shoulders stacked over your wrists, your hips stacked over your knees. We'll do a few cat-cow positions here, continuing to release tension through the spine. When you're ready, inhale, dropping the belly down, lifting the chin. Exhale, round through the spine, chin comes to chest. Moving with the breath, inhale, dropping the belly down. Exhale, round through your spine. Let's do 3 more, moving with your breath. Coming to a neutral position. We'll come into a child's pose here, drawing the big toes together, knees coming wide apart. We're going to sink into the hips, walk the hands forwards and draw your forehead down to your mat. Feeling a gentle stretch through the hips and through the shoulders. We're going to deepen that stretch through the shoulders by taking the palms of the hands together and placing them at the back of the head. Slowly release the hands down, lift the head up. We're going to lift the body up, start to walk the hands forwards, and we're going to bring our chin down to the mat, getting a really deep stretch through the shoulders. Your forearms might be touching your mat now as well. Inhale to lift up, walk your hands in. Continuing to stretch through the shoulders, we're going to thread the needles. So maybe taking the left hand forward slightly, we're going to thread our right arm underneath the left armpit, drawing the right shoulder down to the ground. And from here you can extend that left arm out long. Release, come back to your tabletop, and let's thread the left arm underneath this time. Release and come back to tabletop. From here we're coming into our first downward facing dog position. So we're going to tuck in the toes and lift the hips. You might want to keep the knees bent, or maybe start by pedaling the legs, bending one knee, then bending the other knee. Stretching through the hamstrings one at a time. And finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right foot up to the ceiling. Bend the right knee. And step the right foot in between the hands. We're going to lower the back knee, untuck the toes, and come into a low lunge, gently placing the hands on the thigh. From here we'll take the hands together and start to reach them up to the ceiling, taking a gentle back bend. your next breath out, release. Start to straighten the right leg, coming into a half split. Bend the right knee. Start to walk the hands forwards with the left hand on the mat. Inhale, start to reach your right arm up, coming into a twist. Bring that hand back down. Tuck in the back toes, lifting the back knee, coming into a plank. And from here we'll lower the knees, bring the chin and the chest down to the mat, and inhale, coming into cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot to the ceiling. Bend the left knee, opening the hip. Exhale, stepping the left foot in between the hands. Lowering the back knee. Bringing the hands to the thigh. Bring the hands together, reach them up. And option to take a gentle back bend here, drawing the hands back. Exhale to release. Take the hands down and straighten the left leg. Bend the left knee. Take the right hand to the mat. Lift the left arm up. Bring that hand back down and find your way back into downward facing dog. From here, start to walk the feet forwards and come to sit down. Keeping the left leg out long, we'll hug the right knee in. Drop it down to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, coming into a fold in Janusasana. Inhale to lift up. We're going to bring the right hand down to the ground and bring the weight into the hand and the knee as you extend the left arm. Gently release, bringing the body back down. Extending the right leg. Hugging the left knee in, dropping it down to the ground. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, folding over the right leg. Inhale to lift up. Bringing the left hand to the ground, lifting the hips, extending the right arm. Release down. From here we'll come down onto our backs and take a back bend. So your feet are about hip width apart. As you inhale, you're going to lift your hips up. Take your hands down to your mat, interlace the fingers, and then roll your shoulders in towards each other and press your hands down into your mat. We're going to stay here for a few breaths in and out through the nose. If you prefer, if wheel is in your practice, instead of staying here, you can bring your hands to the mat and lift up into your wheel pose. Whichever option you're in, you're going to slowly release and hug your knees into your chest. Slowly find your way to sitting. And keeping the knees nice and bent, we're going to come into a forward fold, resting the body on your thighs. Inhale to lift up. Let's straighten out the legs. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forwards. Inhale to lift up. We're going to come back down onto our backs and come into a shoulder stand. If you don't like to do shoulder stand, if there's any discomfort in your shoulders or you find your breathing is restricted in shoulder stand, instead you can bring your legs up against a wall and lie on your back. Otherwise, we're coming down onto our backs. You're going to press the tops of your arms down into your mat, and taking your time, you're going to lift your legs up and catch hold of your hips. Once you're holding onto your hips, you might want to draw your elbows in towards each other and walk your hands up your back so that you can get a bit more length, so that your body is in a straighter line. And keep breathing in and out through your nose. To come out, we're slowly going to bend the knees and slowly draw your back down to the mat, hugging your knees into your chest, drawing your forehead to your knees. And release down. Take your legs out long. Press your arms close to your body. Press your forearms and your elbows down into your mat. Feel your chest lift and keeping your head on the ground. Feeling an opening through your chest and your shoulders in fish pose. Slowly release. Taking some supine twists, we'll hug the right knee into the chest. And with the left hand, we're going to draw the left knee over, we're going to draw the right knee over to the left side. And extend your right arm out long, turning to look over your right shoulder. Release, come back to center. Take it to the opposite side, hugging in the left knee, drawing it over to the right. Extending your left arm and turning to look over your left shoulder. Release, come back to center. Take both of the legs out long with your arms by your sides for Shavasana, our final resting position. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. And feel your body heavy on the ground. Take a moment to allow yourself to completely rest. Enjoying a few moments of silence for yourself. Taking a moment to notice how you're feeling. Taking a moment to thank yourself for practicing today. We'll start to Bring some movement into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll over onto one side. Take your time to come up to a seated position. And we'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bringing them to your heart center. Opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you for practicing with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.